What is going on, YouTube world? We are KRT Life with a Y, and we just came back from camping. 7 days, no food, no shelter. Coming up next. So we jumped out on a limb and decided to try this new thing that's the greatest trend right now in America because of COVID, and it's called
Social distance.
social distancing and camping. Camping is experiencing a massive trending of upwardness because social distancing and people can't do regular holiday stuff
Yeah.
like go to Europe or
Apparently,
wherever.
this is a new hot thing this fall.
So we decided to jump on the bandwagon and try it out. And try it out, did we ever? Instead of us just, kind of taking baby steps into it, we went both feet into the deep end and jumped right into the whole camping experience.
7 days straight.
And we did 7 days straight with our GX470 sleeping on the roof. And we have some thoughts that we would like to share with y'all about camping and our experience doing so. Do you want to start?
Sure. So, I'm sure you guys already seen previous videos. We have a rooftop tent that we recently acquired. It is Smittybilt Overlander Extra Large Gen 1. And that was pretty much our first experience of proper camping. We did camp in the campgrounds. We did 3 states.
Mm-hmm.
We did 3 different states in 7 days, couple of nights in each state. So the first one is our expectations versus what the reality was.
Mm-hmm.
What did you expect from camping?
I don't really know what I expected from camping, but I can tell you this. When we started actually camping, it felt a lot like being in the village, in village life, combined with military exercises that I had done before. So that's pretty much what it felt like for me. I mean, my expectations were, I don't know, like you've seen these cartoons and stuff growing up of these cartoon characters going camping. So I guess my head thought it would be something like that. I don't know, like woodpeckers or stuff. I don't know.
Well, I think because we were such a newbies to this, and then we, learn as we go, I feel like if we go now, we would have a lot more free time.
Definitely.
And to do things versus just try to survive, so to speak.
Yeah, because we spent a lot of time figuring out our gear and setting up gear and figuring out what gear worked and what gear didn't work for us, what we liked and what we didn't like. So it wasn't very much downtime until the last 2 or 3 days.
Yes, but also I feel like the first 3 days we were there, it hit us hard because it started raining, and it rained pretty much first day kind of rained on and off, second day it rained consistently. So that threw a huge curveball our way because we did not expect that, and we weren't really 100% prepared for it. We didn't want to spend, hours and hours on end sitting inside the tent. So we had to quickly figure out another solution how to be able to still be outside and have fire and still chill while it's pouring down rain. So I think that definitely added a lot of work.
Lots
right
of
off the
work
bat.
because we had to figure out how to stay dry in the forest,
Yes.
which is always fun. So what's the next talking
So
point?
preparation and minimalism.
Should I start?
Sure.
So to me, I was trying to make as small of a footprint as possible and use the lightest and smallest things we could use, even though we were technically overlanding. I guess in my head, I was more so thinking along the lines of a backpacker and getting the smallest and lightest things possible. And then we ended up with cast iron cookware. So small and light kind of went out the window.
The reason why I got the cast iron is because you can cook on the stove, and you can cook inside the fire on it. And instead of buying something I can only cook on the stove, I bought something that can be versatile, easier to clean, doesn't burn food as much as the typical cookware could, because cast iron disperses the heat evenly and cooks food evenly everywhere, versus let's say the regular frying pan or regular pots, they kind of heat up in the middle, so which can burn the food and everything. So I ordered only 2 things that I could do anything and everything with. I could cook, I could bake, everything I need, and it was pretty easy to clean. Sometimes I didn't have to clean it right off the bat because you can just leave it until you cook next time in it. So that's how we ended up with the cast iron.
But it worked out good in the end.
So as far as everything else, we still try to, use our minimalist approach because we're trying not to bring too many things, try to get things very versatile so they can be used in different situations, and so we don't have to have a bunch of stuff. I think what we didn't do right is we got too big of a cooler, but we never really had a cooler, so
Yeah.
I think that was our kind of big test, so we have to search for a different thing. But the overall preparation, I think, for not being campers like that and then go in for 7 days straight, I think we're prepared pretty decently. We've done pretty heavy research on it, so I don't know what you think.
Yeah, I think we were prepared. I think we might have been even slightly over prepared. Like, I mean, I have like that 5 liter or 5 whatever gallon jerry can that I probably didn't really need. It was convenient to have it. Like, I used it a lot, but I think it was a bit too much for what we do. I think that if you're really going off the grid for like 2 weeks, then yeah, you probably need like jerry cans and all that kind of stuff. Did we really need it? Probably not. I think we had enough food to feed a small army, which is probably a good thing too, just in case something happens. And yeah, I think that we were definitely over prepared, but which is not a bad thing. But the thing that I think that you should consider when camping is that the less that you have, the more freedom of movement that you have, the more flexible you are, and the less you set up, the quicker you can tear it down. So that's being said. So should we move on to the next talking point?
Yeah.
So the next talking point is, how long should you camp? Now, this is a funny one because when we went out and we tried our tent out at the farm, we only did 2 days, 2 nights, and we got blessed by the gods. It was perfect weather, no rain, no wind, any of that kind of stuff.
And the only
was,
thing
like,
we
amazing.
did, we just slept in it. We didn't bring any cookware, nothing like that.
And during the daytime, we went to our friend's house.
Yeah,
and
so
all
we
that kind of
literally
stuff.
just tested out the rooftop tent.
Yes,
I would say.
But when you're actually out in the wilderness and it's just you and the tent, you know, how many days should you actually camp for? I guess it depends on, I guess it's a lot of things. It depends on how many times you want to move camp, number one. It depends on the weather, obviously. And it depends on, I guess...
just your own preference, because
preferences.
I feel like, not a lot of people can handle 7 days straight camping.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of people just try to get out for 1 night
Yeah.
or 2 days, get some fresh air, get out of the city, and then come right back.
Because there's definitely environmental factors that you don't even think about, like, the insects and the wind and the snow and all this other kind of stuff that can really, really throw you a massive curveball, because we got ate up by mosquitoes and
we
sea flies, or
majorly
sea fleas.
Yeah, we got eat up, all of 3 of us.
Yes. So, how long should you camp? Kind of depends on you.
I would say test out 1 or 2 days properly, see how you like it, how you feel about it before you plan a full week trip. But overall, did we enjoy our 7 days of camping and sleeping on the
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
So, what's the next one?
That would be about it about our camping.
Oh, that's it. Okay, so that is it about our first
Sorry, we have
experience.
notes for 2 different videos. We're trying to stay concise and smaller so that you guys don't have to watch 25 minutes of, each video. So this is kind of our overall expectations versus reality of camping.
Yes. It's a lot different than you might think it is. You see these people on Instagram doing it, but the reality...
I do have to say, at the very end, the last 3 days, we kind of got it better under control. We got a little bit different gear for the rain, so it wasn't taking that much time. We figured out how to faster fold our tent and set it up, and I feel like a little bit better system how to move around. So last couple of days were a little bit more chill. We actually got a chance to properly sit down, enjoy it. We actually went to a couple of waterfalls, drove around. We didn't get a hike because of our daughter, but anyway, it was by the end of 7 days, I think we got a little bit better hang of it.
Yes. So with preparation and experience, you get better. And I guess that's the summary of the video. Hope you like this video, krtlyfe. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, all that cool stuff. And yeah, we'll see you in the next video. Probably going to be about camping in the GX470.